Blood pressure shouldn't fluctuate randomly without a reason. In a healthy body, it follows a natural rhythm, rising during exercise or stress and lowering during rest. However, significant changes can indicate that the body is struggling to maintain balance. Many people notice varying readings throughout the day, which can be confusing or alarming. It's important to remember that fluctuating blood pressure isn't always a disease, but a signal that something is affecting cardiovascular regulation. Understanding that blood pressure is influenced by various systems, including the nervous system and hormones, is crucial for identifying the underlying causes and restoring stability. One of the most common mistakes people make is measuring blood pressure incorrectly. This may seem like a small detail, but it can completely change the results. Blood pressure is highly sensitive to conditions at the moment of measurement. So, if someone measures their pressure immediately after walking, climbing stairs, or feeling stressed, the reading may be higher than normal. Even simple things like talking, moving, or sitting in the wrong position can influence the result. Caffeine, nicotine, and recent meals can also temporarily increase blood pressure, leading people to believe that their pressure is unstable when in reality the measurements are inconsistent. Proper measurement requires a calm and controlled environment. The person should sit quietly for at least 5 minutes, with feet flat on the floor and the arms supported at heart level. Measurements should be taken at similar times each day. Without consistent measurement conditions, it becomes very difficult to understand what is really happening with blood pressure. Stress significantly impacts blood pressure by activating the sympathetic nervous system, which prepares the body for action. This response is beneficial in short bursts, increasing heart rate and narrowing blood vessels, leading to a temporary rise in blood pressure. However, constant stress can cause frequent spikes as emotional triggers like anxiety or frustration arise throughout the day. Understanding this connection highlights the importance of managing stress to stabilize blood pressure effectively. One of the most underestimated reasons for fluctuating blood pressure is salt intake. Many people think they only consume salt when they add it to food, but a large amount of sodium comes from hidden sources. Processed foods, bread, sauces, and ready-made meals often contain high levels of salt, contributing significantly to daily intake. When sodium intake increases, the body begins to retain more water, leading to increased blood volume and placing more pressure on the walls of blood vessels. As a result, blood pressure may rise. The problem is that salt intake is rarely consistent. One day a person may eat lightly salted meals, and the next day consume much more sodium without realizing it. This inconsistency creates fluctuations in fluid balance and blood pressure, making it difficult to maintain stable levels. Additionally, some individuals are especially sensitive to salt, meaning that even small increases in sodium can cause noticeable changes in blood pressure. To combat these issues, reducing processed foods and maintaining a more stable diet is crucial in preventing sudden pressure changes. Water is essential for stabilizing blood pressure. When you stay hydrated, blood flows smoothly, keeping circulation steady. However, dehydration can cause the body to react by decreasing blood volume, making the heart work harder. Hormonal systems kick in, constricting blood vessels to retain sodium, which can raise blood pressure. Hydration levels fluctuate throughout the day, with some people drinking less water in the morning and more later, or relying on caffeinated drinks that may not hydrate effectively. This inconsistency can lead to unstable blood pressure. To support stable blood pressure, it's important to maintain consistent hydration throughout the day. Fluctuating blood pressure can often be attributed to the incorrect use of medication. Blood pressure medications are designed to work within specific time frames, and taking them irregularly can lead to inconsistent effects. When doses are skipped or taken at different times, blood pressure may rise when the medication wears off, only to drop again after the next dose. Many people make the mistake of stopping their medication once they start feeling better, which can create a cycle of unexpected blood pressure spikes. Timing is also crucial, as some medications may not last a full 24 hours if not taken correctly. This can result in controlled blood pressure during the day, but increases at night or early morning. Therefore, it's essential to follow medical instructions carefully and maintain a stable routine to keep blood pressure levels consistent. Many people overlook heart rate while focusing solely on blood pressure, but these two factors are closely linked. When heart rate increases, the heart pumps blood more frequently, leading to temporary spikes in blood pressure. For instance, stress, caffeine, or anxiety can elevate heart rate, causing a corresponding rise in blood pressure. Once the body calms down, heart rate decreases, and blood pressure often stabilizes. It's also important to note that some individuals naturally have a higher resting heart rate. If this elevated pulse persists, the cardiovascular system may remain more active, making blood pressure less stable over time. Regular fluctuations can occur throughout the day, influencing overall health. Physical activity significantly impacts heart rate and blood pressure as well. Those who engage in regular exercise typically enjoy a lower resting heart rate and more consistent blood pressure levels. Conversely, a sedentary lifestyle can lead to a higher heart rate and increased variability in blood pressure, which may pose health risks. By monitoring both heart rate and blood pressure, you gain a comprehensive view of your cardiovascular health, allowing for better management and understanding of your overall well-being. Hormones play a crucial role in regulating blood pressure, influencing how our blood vessels function throughout the day. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, is key in this process. It typically peaks in the morning and drops at night, but disruptions, like chronic stress, can keep cortisol levels high, leading to elevated blood pressure. Another important factor is the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, which controls fluid balance and blood vessel constriction. When this system is overactive, it can cause the body to retain excess fluid, raising blood pressure. Additionally, factors like sleep, nutrition, and metabolic health can impact hormonal fluctuations, with conditions like insulin resistance leading to unstable blood pressure patterns. Ultimately, blood pressure regulation is complex, involving interactions between hormones, the nervous system, and blood vessels, and any imbalance can lead to fluctuations. Sleep is essential for stabilizing blood pressure. During a good night's sleep, our body enters a recovery phase where the heart rate slows, blood vessels relax, and blood pressure decreases. This nightly dip allows our cardiovascular system to take a much-needed break. However, when sleep is disrupted, this recovery doesn't happen effectively. Insomnia, frequent awakenings, and irregular sleep patterns can lead to unstable blood pressure levels. One significant condition affecting sleep and blood pressure is sleep apnea. This disorder causes repeated pauses in breathing while we sleep, lowering oxygen levels and triggering a stress response that can raise heart rate and blood pressure. Instead of enjoying lower blood pressure at night, individuals with sleep apnea may experience elevated levels, which can be detrimental to overall health. Late-night habits can also impact sleep quality and blood pressure. Engaging with screens, eating heavy meals, or consuming caffeine late in the evening can keep our nervous system too active, preventing relaxation. Over time, these poor sleep patterns can result in continuous fluctuations in blood pressure, both at night and during the day. To combat these issues, improving sleep quality is vital. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and avoiding stimulants in the evening can help. By prioritizing better sleep, we can effectively stabilize our blood pressure and promote overall well-being. Fluctuating blood pressure is often overlooked because many people focus solely on average readings. While an average might seem fine, frequent spikes and drops can pose greater risks than consistently high blood pressure. Each spike adds stress to blood vessels, particularly affecting the sensitive inner lining called the endothelium. When blood pressure rises sharply, it puts mechanical strain on artery walls, leading to potential long-term damage. Over time, this can reduce the flexibility of blood vessels and increase the risk of atherosclerosis, where plaques build up inside arteries. Additionally, fluctuating blood pressure impacts the heart. Sudden increases make the heart work harder against greater resistance, while drops require quick adjustments from the body. This constant fluctuation can create instability in the cardiovascular system. The brain is also at risk, as sudden spikes may heighten the chances of a stroke, particularly in those with pre-existing weak blood vessels. People often feel normal between these fluctuations and may not realize the underlying stress on their cardiovascular system. Therefore, it's crucial to pay attention to blood pressure fluctuations, as stability is a key indicator of cardiovascular health, not just the numbers themselves. The good news is that you can improve blood pressure stability with daily habits. Start by creating a routine. Your body thrives on regular patterns. Eating, sleeping, and living on a schedule helps regulate your hormones and nervous system. Hydration is key too. Drinking water throughout the day maintains blood volume and smooth circulation. Sudden changes in fluid intake can cause blood pressure fluctuations. Diet is crucial. Cutting down on salt and processed foods stabilizes your vascular conditions. Aim for balanced meals with vegetables, whole foods, and healthy fats for long term heart health. Don't forget physical activity. Regular movement enhances blood vessel flexibility and regulates heart rate and blood pressure. Even a simple daily walk can make a difference. Stress management matters as well. Chronic stress keeps your nervous system activated. Learning to relax and breathe deeply helps your cardiovascular system regain balance. Lastly, prioritize sleep. Consistent, quality sleep allows your body to reset and stabilize blood pressure. By combining these factors, you'll see more stable blood pressure over time. Remember, it's about consistency, not perfection. Most people think blood pressure issues are just about high numbers, but it's more about the patterns of those numbers. Fluctuating blood pressure often stems from small daily mistakes like irregular routines, poor sleep, and stress. Each factor seems minor, but they combine to disrupt your body's balance. The heart and blood vessels constantly adapt, but they thrive on consistency. Simple daily habits like staying hydrated, managing stress, and getting enough sleep can lead to stable blood pressure. Ultimately, your blood pressure reflects your daily choices, so understanding this connection empowers you to take control of your health.